Hey there, if somebody came to me and they said, Kate, what are the top 3 things that I need to do in order to be successful with my Pinterest marketing? Here are the things that I would tell them. If you're new here, I am Kate Ahl. I am the owner of Simple Pin Media. We are a Pinterest marketing agency. We've been doing Pinterest now for 11 years. We work with clients in the content creation space and e-commerce sellers. Our goal with this channel is just to give you little tips here and there so you get better at your Pinterest marketing so that your business can grow. Alrighty, let's dive in. Okay, if somebody were to come up to me and they were to say, Kate, what are the top 3 non-negotiables? Number 1, I would tell them it is consistency. When you choose Pinterest for a marketing tool in your business, you have to make the decision to invest at least 9 months. I would even say sometimes a year, and get really investigative about what's working and not working. A thing we hear over and over again is that people's Instagram audience is not like their Pinterest audience, or even their YouTube audience is different than their Pinterest audience. So the number 1 thing is consistency, to invest in the platform, to learn, to do a deep dive, and get really good at figuring out who is clicking on your pins. Number 2, content. You need content in order for this to work. So what do I mean by content? Because there's a lot of different ways that people can describe content. So number 1 is, I would say, if you're creating videos here on YouTube and you want to lead your Pinterest audience to YouTube, you could take a short form video that's kind of a teaser and you could lead them here. That's content creation. This is long form content, right? And the next is a blog post. Blog posts are like the OG of Pinterest. People want to read them. They're willing to read them. And in fact, that's what they search out. They're not looking for something that is 10,000 words. They're looking for something to answer their question. And I guarantee in your business, you could list out for me 10 FAQs that people always ask you over and over again. I don't care if you're a content creator, if you're an e-commerce seller, a service provider, a coach, people have these basic questions. And if you're wondering what content to make, start with that. Put it into a blog post. In fact, I think if you are a health coach going into January, February, people are asking, do I need to hire a health coach? What does a health coach do? How can a health coach help me? If you answer these questions, people are much more likely to warm up to you and warm up to your services. Also, what we've noticed in working with our clients is that people who consistently create new content. I love once a week, but I know a lot of people are, if they've been creating content for a while, they're kind of burned out. So even if you were to create a new piece of content, whether it's a long form video or a blog post, 2 times per month, can we go with 2 times? I mean, we do it once a week here and we feel like we're in a good groove. It helps a lot. If you do that, that will continually help your Pinterest traffic grow. Even for merchants, for e-commerce sellers, people need context about your products. In fact, I bought into a new skincare product and I really, really like it, but I was able to read about it. I was able to hear about people's experiences. I was able to see testimonials. These give people context. So content creation in whatever form that you think of it to warm the pinner up to you is also key. Listen, I know that your inbox is probably really full of emails. I get it, mine is too. But if you are pursuing Pinterest marketing, I think we have one of the best newsletters out there about Pinterest marketing. It's not super wordy, but it gives you just enough details to keep you up to date on anything that's happening on Pinterest, any resources we find relevant, our latest podcast, and our latest video here on YouTube. It takes less than 5 minutes to read, comes out every single Wednesday, and it's called Pinterest Made Simple. We curate this newsletter with the education that we do for our team by pulling in all of the articles and resources and giving you what we find most relevant. So I don't want this to be another email in your inbox. So if right now you feel like, Kate, I just cannot take another email, that's totally fine. But if you are looking for information just to keep you up to date, just kind of like a touch point, you can sign up for the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter here below in the description or here with the QR code. So get the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter today. We promise not to clutter up your inbox and be more of an additive to your Pinterest marketing. The third thing I would tell somebody that is really key to their Pinterest marketing is images. I would say you have to get great at images. And if you're not good at it, and Pinterest marketing is a big initiative for your business, you need to hire somebody who can help you create templates to be really, really good at them. And here's why. There are a sea of pins everywhere on Pinterest, and the competition is greater and greater every single year. You want to create pins that stand out. You want to create pins that catch people's attention, have a great call to action, have really excellent pin copy. It's not just as simple as uploading a few things into Canva and calling it good, especially if you don't use your own photography. If you're using stock photography, it's really, really important that image, the pin copy, and even the call to action kind of work together. So spend time on that. A lot of people don't. So that's one thing that I would really get focused on. I do love keywords too as like a bonus, I guess a 3.5. That's important, but I would even put images before that because it's really the thing that the pinner sees. They don't read down below the pin. That's really for the algorithm. But if a pinner loves the pin, they'll save it, they'll click on it, they'll engage with it. And that's what Pinterest is looking for. Engagement metrics that tell them, ooh, this pin is really important. We're gonna show it to more people. So those are my top 3 that if you and I met at a conference or we met on a street corner and you were like, hey, Kate, what should I do for Pinterest marketing? Be consistent, create content, and nail your images. There's a lot of extra things you can do around that, but that's really, really, really important. I want to remind you that Simple Pin Media has a lot of resources for you. We have a whole suite of digital products in our Simple Pin shop. One of our best is our Pinterest marketing blueprint. You can do it in a week. It's not crazy expensive, and you will really get a lot of quick wins off this particular mini course. And then we have our services as well. If you want to hire our image team to create templates for you because you are one of those people like me that has trouble creating images, go ahead and fill out the contact form. I was going to say give us a call, but you can't give us a call. Fill out the contact form and we will get back to you and create those images for you. The most important thing I want to leave you with is that when you do decide to use Pinterest as a marketing tool in your business, it will reap really great rewards for you.